Hello, Steve Mills back in town and looking forward to another results podcast. It's great to be back here sharing some more tried, tested and proven ways you can grow your business. Now, I listen to a lot of people and take advice from them. I really do see that coaching is a key part of business. And I today want to provide you with really some coaching, some advice based on, my nearly 27 years in business now. I've worked with thousands of businesses, as many of you know, and I've helped them to become hugely successful. Not all of them. Some of them didn't take action. They had coaching, went on a seminar, they went back to work and did nothing. Guess what results they got? They got nothing. So it's all about creating results. Now, one such area that I really have problems getting my clients and talking to businesses about getting them to do is to get an understanding of the numbers. Because if you want more cash, in your business, then you've got to, firstly, the first step is to understand the numbers. What numbers am I talking about? I'm talking about things like the number of leads that you get, the number of sales that you get, the number of meetings that you take part in, and even things like the number of people that visit your website, the number of LinkedIn posts you do, how many contacts you've got on LinkedIn. I'm sure you can see how, if I win, let's say 100 grand a year from LinkedIn, which I actually do more than that, but let's just assume that for easy calculation. So I win 100,000 a year in business from LinkedIn, and right now I've got nearly 9,000 contacts on LinkedIn. Now, assuming I want to grow that from 100,000 to 200,000, want to double my effectiveness, all of the things being the same, would it make sense to you to say that, if I doubled the number of people that I'm communicating with, let's say from 9,000 to 18,000, then, as I say, all other things being the same, I should roughly double the amount of business that I create. Now, okay, that's not a scientific fact. It's not guaranteed just because you get more of a database that you're going to double the size of your business. I fully appreciate that. But what I am saying is that is one of the keys. Yes, you've got to communicate with that database. You've got to be posting. You've got to be responding. You've got to be doing all the things that you need to do on LinkedIn in order to turn these extra 9,000 people into customers. You can't just sit back and think, well, that's it, it's done. But I'm really hoping you're getting the idea here. And the idea is that if you want to win more business, you've got to know the key numbers. Also things like your conversion rates. How much business do you create and what is your conversion rate? Because if you get 10 leads and right now that equals 4 new clients, and, you think, well, I'm doing great. Yes, you are. But if you could improve that by, let's say, 20% from 4 out of 10 to 6 out of 10, i.e. from 40% to 60%, a 20% improvement, then over time, your business would grow by 50%. You'd have 50% more clients by getting a 20% improvement in your conversion rate. I know that scrambles your brain a little bit. It did mine when I first thought about it, but it's true. So, there's lots of things that you need to really look at and work at improving, because that's the next step. Once you know the numbers, there's no point going, oh, right, our conversion rate is 4 out of 10. Oh, that's good. And then carrying on doing the same thing. That's what average businesses do. In fact, average businesses don't even have a clue what their conversion rate is, to be honest. But let's assume that you do know your conversion rate. You do know it's 4 out of 10. the next question is, what are you going to do in order to improve your conversion rate? Because for me, that's not good enough. I want to do better. I want to improve things. I want to, to have a better sales system. So a better process of winning business, of converting inquiries into sales. I want a better process of actually getting more leads. I want to become better myself at converting people when I speak to them on the phone. Perhaps some inquiries come in, or perhaps I've even made a cold call. I want to be better at turning those conversations into meetings. And then when I get in the meeting, I want to become better at converting those meetings perhaps into a proposal, or ideally into a sale. And these are all, in my world, these are all the key performance indicators that make a massive difference in my business and in the businesses of my clients. And they're really what I want to get you thinking about right now. What do your numbers look like right now? And you might want to go and write down a list of perhaps 10 KPIs, which would include the big picture stuff like, your turnover and your profit, as well as other key numbers like the number of inquiries you get, how many of those you turn into meetings, how many of those meetings you turn into sales, and also, interestingly, where do those inquiries come from? And then you can start looking at what you can do to improve that. So, for example, if you're on LinkedIn, but you're not really winning any business from it, then that needs to either stop doing it, and I don't recommend that, or improve what you're doing. Why carry on doing what you've always done if it's not working? I think that was the definition of insanity from Einstein. He said, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing again and again and again and expecting a different result. It just simply doesn't work. So if you've got a website, and you're one of those people who say, well, it's just a brochure site, we don't really expect to win any business from it, then, my comment to that would be bullshit. You spent a load of money on that. You're perhaps even, spending a load of money or time or effort, well, I hope you are, on social media and on pay-per-click advertising and perhaps SEO, search engine optimization, to get traffic to a website that isn't converting. Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you want to improve the effectiveness of it? And that's really what I do. That's what I've spent 27 years doing. That's what I've traveled all over the world, including Australia, Singapore, Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Saudi Arabia, Switzerland, you name it. I've been all over the place helping businesses to do exactly what I've just been talking to you about. So if you want to know more, if you're interested in finding out how I can be of value to you and how I can serve you, then please feel free to get in touch. The best place to do that is my website, where you can go and book yourself a free online meeting, and that's at steve-mills.com. So get yourself signed up. I look forward to speaking to you soon. I hope you've enjoyed this podcast, but I hope far more than that you're going to use it to take those first steps to growing your business. Thanks very much for listening.